So, how to produce a course? If you're a beginner and you're thinking of producing your first course, this video is for you. I've done this more than 30 times. I've created more than 30 courses, taught more than 80,000 students across the whole world. And I know exactly, literally, all of the steps that someone should take to create a course in the fastest, easiest, and most profitable way. Now, in this video, we're covering everything. We're covering pre production, post production, the software, the hardware, and the whole process in general. By the end of this video, you will know exactly the steps that you should take to create a course that not only sells but is engaging. All right. And again, we're analyzing everything in a step by step process. It's really very hard for you to fuck this up. All right. It's very hard for you. So, two parts in creating a course, right? And by the way, it's simple, it's easy to create a course. You might see people like me having like those insane setups, right? I have like two cameras, lights, microphones, backgrounds, huge monitors and stuff, a whole studio setup here, but you don't really need all that stuff. I've just built this place because I love what I do and I love creating and I love courses and I make money with courses. So, but you really don't need this one. I started out with just my phone and a microphone, right? So you really don't need all crazy expensive gear and all that stuff. So in the course production process, we have pre-production and post-production. Pre-production, it's pretty much sourcing the video because we're talking about video courses here. And post-production is editing the videos. Now, honestly, you don't even need post-production most of the cases. And when I teach people on a one-on-one basis on how to create courses, we don't even focus that much on post-production because you will see that information sells by itself. You do not need heavy editing in information-based content, just like this video right here, right? It's not heavily edited, but you're still watching. That's because people that are here for the information do not care about crazy visuals and crazy effects and clickbaity things. They just care to be informed, obviously, right? So post production isn't even that big of a deal. What we only care about is pre production. And pre production, which is like sourcing the video clips, right? Shooting the course, comes down into two parts: the software that you will need and the hardware that you will need. Now, in general, what I want you to know is that courses, of course, they're information based, and the best way to convey information is to actually demonstrate it somehow. So, we want some visual elements to demonstrate what we're talking about. In this case, this is not a course lesson, this is a YouTube video, but it's information based. And you can see that I'm demonstrating the information to you through this whiteboard right here. So, I've written everything in this whiteboard, and you can follow along and you're not getting bored. I hope so, because I'm showing everything inside the whiteboard, right? So you can visualize everything in the whiteboard. For our courses, if we want to take this to the next level, what we do is that we usually create presentations, right? And we screen record these presentations. And this is how we transmit information in the most optimal way to our students, right? So obviously, part of the software that you're going to be needing is PowerPoint, for example, or Canva, or any software in which you can create presentations, right? And it's going to be so easy for you to create this presentation. It really, you can do it whenever you want, through the day, through the night, right? You can just create presentations of 10 slides, 15 slides, 20 slides, in which you just mention in every slide what you want, the information you want to convey. And what we do afterwards, right, is that we screen record these presentations, and just as simple as that, you can have your, let's say, course lesson, right? And these PowerPoint presentations will also act as scripts because you will be like viewing the points that you have in these slides. So you will not have to script your lessons. You will not have to spend thousands of hours editing, parts of your videos in which you stop talking because you want to remember the script and anything. No, we do not script our courses. We just create PowerPoint presentations and we go through the slides as we record our screen, and also preferably ourselves, the subject, the instructor, right? So this is a software that's going to be needing, very simple, a presentation tool, a screen recording tool, and you can also use GPT to outline, right? And potentially, let's say, again, outline the curriculum and the modules of your course. And that's optional. You do not even need GPT. This is the software. Then we move into the hardware. So what is the gear that you're going to be needing to produce a course? And again, there's no ceiling in the gear. You can just keep investing and investing and reinvesting and purchasing cameras, lenses, microphones. I've done this. I've maxed out my gear, right? And trust me, you can really replicate this with just a phone. I'll be honest with you, you can just really replicate this with just a phone, right? And you need just a MacBook or a computer to source the footage and bring the footage from your phone to just edit them and just bring them together. You can also do this in CapCut, by the way, in your phone, but it's cool. So hardware, again, a phone would work perfectly. A webcam also works perfectly. I know people that have generated hundreds of thousands of dollars with just a webcam, just instructing things from their webcam. Because again, students do not care about crazy visuals. They care about good audio, and we're gonna tap in this in just a second, but just a webcam and a screen recording will get the job done. You can buy a camera, like you can have a digital camera, a DSLR, a mirrorless camera. You can definitely have that. And you could also invest in a microphone. A microphone actually is the first thing that I always advise people to invest in, right? Because good audio retains people. In general, people will listen to a video that has, let's say, good audio but bad image quality, but they will not stick and be retained in a video that has bad audio and good image quality. So I want you to remember this. This is the hardware, this is software. What do we do? How do we produce this lesson? You literally record your screen as you go through the PowerPoint presentation, and you also record yourself. So you need one camera to record your screen. This is your screen recording software, and you want another camera recording directly your face. This could be your phone, right? Just stabilize your phone in a tripod and have it shooting you as you go through the slides. All right. So what is a course lesson, right? What is let's say the anatomy of a course lesson? Very, very simple. I don't know if you can see it here. You can't, right? So a course lesson is subdivided into three parts: the introductory part, the main part, and the conclusive part. In the introductory part, right, you just do a small preview of what's going to be happening inside the lesson. So you literally just face the camera, no screen recording, and you're like, hey, welcome. In this lesson, we're going to be doing A, B, C, D, E. Then comes the main part, which is the screen recording of your PowerPoint presentation, right? And by the way, the introductory part is about a minute. The main part is anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes. And you also have finally a conclusive part, which is again just like the introductory part. It's a talking headshot in which you talk directly to the camera, in which you summarize what happened in this lesson. Now, of course, you have full creative freedom to produce a course lesson however you like. That being said, by following my guide and my framework on how the anatomy of a course lesson should look like, with the introductory part, the main part, and the conclusive part, you can snap together as many lessons as you want, because the fact that we have an introductory part, a conclusive part in the first lesson, and the introductory part in the next lesson just gives this flow, right? And students will just keep flowing from one lesson to another, and they will be retained throughout the course. In this way, just like puzzle pieces, in which the conclusive part of the first lesson snaps with the introductory part of the next lesson, right? You can snap as many lessons as you want and produce 12-hour courses, 15-hour courses, 30-hour courses if you want, or even 30-minute courses, right? So this is the best way to produce a course regarding pre-production. Now let's move into post-production. And again, trust me, you do not need to edit, let's say, heavily your course lessons. Many people have used my team and I, because we offer post-production course production services. Many people have actually used my team and I to edit their courses, and they asked me to edit their courses. It's not that hard to edit your course. You can literally do this by yourself, right? You need an editing software, but I know that people are intimidated. I don't want to learn how to edit my course, and don't want to learn how to edit videos. It's too much work. It's really not too much work, and it's actually a very, very important skill to know how to edit your videos, right? Now, regarding the software it's going to be needing, if you have a MacBook, there are free video editing software options and paid video editing software options. Free video editing software options, you have iMovie or you have CapCut. Download one of them, learn how to use them. It's very easy. Or you have paid, again, options like Final Cut Pro 10. This is my video editing software of choice. If you have a PC, a free option is again CapCut, but you can also use Premiere Pro, which is a paid option and the best video editing option if you have a PC. That being said, finally, your course needs a thumbnail, and the best tool to design your thumbnails is Canva, right? I have actually created one of the 30 courses that I've created is a Canva thumbnail design masterclass. And actually, if you want, I can link it in the description after my program, right? So again, in the description, you can find like a huge thumbnail design masterclass that I've done in Canva, and you can just click and enroll. It's probably like $10 to enroll or something like this, right? And again, if you found value in this video right here and you want to launch your first course, I urge you to check out the first link in the description. This is where you can find my program in which I help complete beginner course creators create, launch, and scale their courses with no followers and $0 to invest in ads. It's my framework. It's a framework that I follow to scale to more than 80,000 people across the whole world, 80,000 students across the whole world, right? And if you enjoyed this video, I urge you to check the other ones too. Thank you very much. See you in the next one.